What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Set for Life. It's me, your host, Bianca Freeman, and today we're going to be learning about how to put all that I've said so far into action. Okay? Now, in my last video, we talked about affirmations and what they are. Today, I'm going to give you the action plan, more so, of how to use the affirmations. Okay? Now, what is the action plan exactly? I'm about to tell you. The first thing you're going to do with the affirmations is brainwash yourself. That's right. That's step one, brainwashing. Now, what is brainwashing, you say? Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Brainwashing is basically hypnotization. You are hypnotizing yourself to believe something. Psychologists get paid to do this. They're called hypnotherapists. But I wouldn't recommend that because you don't want someone else putting a trance on you and you don't know what they're slipping in there. So, hypnotize yourself. But basically, yeah, that's what brainwashing is. Hypnotizing yourself, convincing yourself of something that you want to believe. Okay? And let me see my notes. Yeah? How you get the brainwashing to work is it has to come from a genuine understanding of why you're doing it, why you're using the affirmations. Let me give you an example. Before I got started on this law of attraction journey, it was due to an understanding, a realization that came about. I had realized quickly, with my first job when I started working, that this is a dead end type of situation. The life society prescribes for you, going to school, going to work, get the degree. I told you this in my first video. It's a path to death. None of the stuff that I was doing was fulfilling me, okay? I realized that quickly. I wasn't being stimulated by anything I was doing. Just going to the same job every day, doing the same thing. I had no joy from it. And for what? A paycheck that can't even help me pay all my bills? So I told my mother this. I said, Mom, this is a dead-end way to live. And she said, yeah, sweetie. That's why you have to stay in school and get your degree. Okay? So I believed that for a while. But then I realized it was the same thing. You're just doing it for more money. And will you even enjoy that money that you work for? You're still going to have to go to work from Monday through Friday. You see what I'm saying? So you're just doing the same thing, but for more money. And that was my genuine catapult for going into the law of attraction and using my affirmations. Using my affirmations and brainwashing myself from that basis helped them to stick. Helped my work stay in the soil. The seeds that I planted, they cannot be uprooted because I did it all from a genuine understanding. So that's how you will get the brainwashing to stick. That's how you will get the affirmations to stick. This is why I emphasize the importance of having a good foundation before you get into the law of attraction or as you get into it. Okay? Okay, so that's step one, brainwash with the affirmations. And how do you do it exactly? There's a certain way you have to do it, okay? Remember in my first video, I said that when you first start saying the affirmations of your choice, you may get a little resistance because you're not exactly feeling it 100%. The emotions... Okay, if you hear noise in the background, excuse that. My nephews are here. They're crying. They're babies. Okay, so remember in my first video, I said that the emotions basically have all the power in affirmations, okay? But the purpose of saying an affirmation is to get your emotions to catch up with that which you want. Okay, so when you first start saying them, like I said in the first video, you're going to experience a little resistance because when you make that statement, it's like your mind is almost working against you to a degree. Not on purpose, not because it wants to put you down, but because your collection of memories are like a verification system for that affirmation that you say. So let's go back to the I am confident affirmation. If you start saying I am confident, the reason why you're going to be uncomfortable saying it at first is because your mind is running through your bank of memories, and nowhere do you have the evidence in your life experiences that you were confident for the most part. So basically, your mind is trying to prove you wrong at first. It runs through the files and it's like, you were not confident. There is no proof in here that says you were ever confident, going through the files like a little office worker. So you say affirmations when your mind gives you the least resistance. And when is that? When it's the most tired, in the morning and at night as you go to sleep. Those are the times to really stick your affirmations in there, in your subconscious mind, where they will become embedded. Okay? That's the secret. You must say them in the morning as you wake up, and at night, right as you're going to sleep. Keep saying them until you fall asleep, because your mind is at its weakest, so it will give you the least resistance. Okay? Now, if you're having trouble with saying affirmations, like you're just so out of it, or you can't gather the emotional strength to say it, I recommend highly that you write out your affirmations first. That's what I did, I filled up 2.5 notebooks with affirmations. I'm serious. And it worked. Okay? And then I would start to say them as I was writing them naturally. It would just come out of my mouth as I wrote my affirmations. I am confident. I am confident. And then you start feeling it. And then that's when you won't have to write them anymore. But writing is still a good drill in itself, even if you can't say them fully yet, because that's how you basically learned your ABCs, right? The kindergarten teacher, they made you trace out the letters A, B, C 1,000,000 times, right? It's the same thing with affirmations. If you write them out in addition to saying them, it's going to stick to your mind like honey to a beehive. I'm telling you. And it will be sweet. Yes. So if you can't say them outright yet because you feel that uncomfortable, write them out. Okay? Yeah, keep a journal by your bedside and a pen, and as soon as you get up in the morning, write them out. Same thing, before you go to sleep at night, pick up that journal from your bedside, write them until you can say them. But I recommend you do both because it's even more effective. Okay, so that's how you brainwash yourself. And what else, basically? Just looking at my notes as usual. Okay, for how long will you have to say the affirmations and brainwash? That largely depends on how serious you are about it, and like I said, your levels of self-esteem already. Okay, but the more serious you are and the more dedicated you are, obviously the less time it will take. But if you are really, really serious about seeing lasting results, I say do them for at least a year. Yeah, a year. And for me personally, it took only 6 months, half a year. And I still continued because the results I saw encouraged me to stick with it. So, yeah. And you will know when you've done enough through your emotions again. Your emotions are the ultimate measurement tool, okay? I call it your saturation point. You will know when you've reached a saturation point. You'll feel like you won't even need to, basically. It's like, again? Because you know you got it already. You got it. No need to overdo it, right? No ODing. Don't OD, Listen to your feelings. You'll know when you need to say them. I still say them to stay sharp, because I'm serious about it. But once the saturation point is reached, it's reached. That means you've done the correct work for laying the foundation. You've done it successfully. So you will know when you reach your saturation point. Okay. And what else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Once again, excuse my nephews, they're baby boys. They are crying in the background if you hear that. Okay, so let me recap the main points. Brainwash with affirmations. Do it from a genuine understanding, because that's how you get the affirmations to stick. You must be coming from a place of authenticity. Okay, like the example I gave. I realized that this way of life is not for me. Okay, I don't want to be doing something that doesn't fulfill me or give me joy. That's the quickest way to die. And because I have that genuine understanding, my affirmational work, my law of attraction work, sticks. Yes, it does. It sticks. Okay. Okay, so brainwash with affirmations. Do it from a place of genuine understanding. And you will know when you've reached your saturation point. You know for how long you got to put the work in. Okay, your emotions are the guide, the barometer. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope it was very helpful to you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. We're set for life. Don't forget it. Yeah.